One of the biggest revelations over the past 2 seasons is Lonzo Ball becoming a much better 3-point shooter. If you look at his shooting percentages over the past 4 seasons, it's pretty obvious that he has become more confident with his shot. Today I'm going to break down why his shot was an issue and how he's been able to improve it. Before I get into this video, I want to preface by saying that I am not a shooting coach and these are purely my observations. But I think we can all agree that he came into the NBA with one of the most unique shots in basketball. The most obvious thing is that he brings the ball up from his right side to his left eye. What you're going to notice is that he has components of both a lefty and righty shooter. Most righty shooters start by bringing the ball from their right hand side. If you look at his UCLA teammates shooting, they bring the ball up to their right side and shoot. But since he brings the ball to his left eye, he has to twist like a lefty shooter such as James Harden or Isaiah Thomas, except it's from a right hand perspective. Here is a side-by-side comparison of what their shot alignment looks like before they shoot. One's body is facing more square to the basket, while Lonzo's body is twisted at an angle which is similar to a lefty shooter. And so ESPN did a pretty interesting study on Lonzo's shot back in 2017, and I wanted to share why his shot caused a lot of problems. So like I mentioned, Lonzo brings the ball up from his right side to his left eye, which means his arms and fingers need to travel 20% farther to even get a shot off. Once he gets to the top of his shot, it is 50% from the ideal spot. As you can see, his shot creates a lot of unnecessary motion, which means he has to go through the shot process faster in order to get it up. Now the thing that people don't realize is how much his pass shot limits himself as a player. Specifically the fact that he can't get many different types of shots up, especially when he tries using the right side of the court. Now it's hard to explain why without using a basketball, but instead of rehashing what Gilbert Arenas explained, I'm going to play this clip.
We're going to break down why he's handicapped.
Okay.
You're going to stand right here.
Right.
So when Lonzo wants to go right, remember the mechanics. If I'm driving right and you're here, if I want to pull up as a righty, I just pull up.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you're on the side. Well, with Lonzo, when he pulls up, he has to stop, twist, and
right
come
there.
back through. The defender's right there. So when he's driving right, he never pulls up because he physically can't pull up because of the whole mechanic of I have to stop and come.
Yeah.
If he goes left, if I'm a lefty, I'm holding you off and I can shoot this.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Well, with Lonzo, when he comes left, because he has to put it here first to flick it, he can't do it.
So because of this, even though he can't shoot, the defender should press him because he's incapable of getting a lot of shots off since he needs to bring the ball from the right side to his left eye. And because of this, he would often turn to the step back in order to create enough separation so he has the time to twist and then bring the ball up without getting blocked. That's why his best opportunities were when he can spot up, and it comes to no surprise that that's how he got most of his shots off. At this point, there's been many videos of him trying to get him to shoot from his right eye instead of his left, and you can see that he's been improving every single season. This allows him to get his shot off faster, and it's no surprise that he's been much more confident with his shot. The other difference is how his role has changed. As a Laker, he was one of the primary ball handlers on the team because he could pass. But on the Pelicans, he does not create the offense. The first thing you're going to notice on these clips is the primary defender on him. In this clip, you're going to notice that Giannis is on him. In Milwaukee, Giannis is the primary team defender who helps on guys that are trying to make plays around the rim, such as Ingram and Williamson in this case. And in this clip, you can see that Duncan Robinson is guarding him. Robinson's primary assignment is someone who is not the primary playmaker because of his lack of strength and lateral movement. But this should give you an idea that teams have noticed that the Pelicans have made him a spot-up shooter. His role change can be explained by this one play. So Lonzo has the ball in isolation against Giannis, which already isn't a good matchup, but this also isn't his role in the offense. Right when Stan Van Gundy sees his court alignment, he yells.
It's instant offense.
So Zion makes himself available in the post and Lonzo feeds him right away. Now this is not a knock on Lonzo, but more so the fact that his focus has changed to spotting up, while guys like Ingram and Williamson are making plays off the dribble. Now very occasionally he will still shoot off multiple dribbles, but defenses still don't give him the respect for that. As you can see, Giannis sags off him so much, and even though he trains it, this will be the next part of his game that he will need to improve if he wants to get back to being a primary playmaker. It's hard to say if he can do it, but one thing that is certain is that his shot is much better equipped for shooting off the dribble now than it was 3 years ago. Don't be surprised if he starts to develop that part of his game. But hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.